Queer. So Queer is the new Daniel Craig movie. I was going to say Craig Daniel then. Yeah, the new Daniel Craig film starring Daniel Craig, directed by Luca Guadagnino. And what did I think of this film? I actually have a couple of thoughts about this film. It's got a really, really strong first half. Fascinating. Luca Guadagnino, the director, is really great at making films to do with desire, like sexual desire, and all of the complications that go with that, all of the nuances that go with that. And there's lots that you don't even think about. There's loads of nuances and complications, and this film is about this homosexual man, I guess maybe in his like 50s. He's in like Mexico or something, and he's just sort of being attracted to much younger men, and it's him trying to flirt with them, and it's about that kind of gay community. And yeah, the tension is palpable on the screen. Like when you're watching Daniel Craig trying to flirt awkwardly with these young, handsome men, and Daniel Craig's still handsome, obviously, but yeah, he's definitely older. He's considerably older, and just the way he acts is really good. I just think, yeah, it's kind of sexy. It's a sexy first half of the film, I have to say. Like, it's really, really good. But unlike, because this director also did Challengers this year, which I thought was awesome. Unlike Challengers, this is really unfocused, because it's not sort of like laser focused. Like Challengers was really laser focused. It's this sort of three people relationship and tennis. That's it. This is like, okay, we've kind of dabbled in the sort of gay community in Mexico by white people in like the, I don't know, 50s or whatever it was. Now we're gonna go into sort of drug addiction, and we're gonna go to the jungle, and we're gonna try to discover the power of telepathy, where you can speak to people just through your mind. I mean, it's about lots of weird things that it doesn't smoothly glide into one another, these different subjects at all. It's like chapter 1's this, chapter 2's this, chapter 3's this. It literally says chapter, and you're like, this is so jarring and odd and a bit, I don't know, a little bit artsy for me. Like, well, I like a good sort of auteur director. I like that, but this film definitely lacks focus. I'm really sorry. Like, I really wanted to love this film because the first half was great, but yeah, what can I say? It was just like, really, like, kind of just finding this dull, because it doesn't make sense where we've just gone, and the next bit I don't really understand why we're here. Like, what is the tone of this film? It gets really trippy and strange. It just does not go, when you're watching the first, like, I don't know, hour of the film, you're like, I've got a really good sense of where this film is probably going to go. And it does it. It meanders down a completely random path, and then meanders again, and you're just like, what is this? Like, I was getting kind of frustrated by the end. I just wanted it to end, if I was honest with you. Granted, I wasn't necessarily in the best headspace whilst I was watching this film. I have to say, I want to be honest with my audience. When I was watching this film, I got a message from an ex just politely telling me that she started seeing someone else. So I was just like, oh, that's cool. You know, I'm really happy for her. Like, but it just put me in a headspace of like, I feel a bit fidgety now. You know what I mean? Like, I was just like, I'm a little bit fidgety now. So yeah, maybe I wasn't in the best headspace. Maybe I need to watch it again. But that feels like a nightmare, because this film is just, not every book needs to be adapted into a film, and some books just are better as books. Like, this sounds like a really complicated book, and this adaptation into a film, nah, not for me. I would obviously I'd recommend it. I'd recommend the film. Go and watch the film, And let me know what you think of the film. Just let me know in the comments below, because I'd love to hear your thoughts. I'd love to read your thoughts, please. Telepathy is what I want.